As someone who spends a lot of time listening to and making music, one of the things I've heard the most over the years is that a song is bad or a song is good. But why is it bad? And why is it good? That's the question I've been asking myself for a long time. And after some digging, I think I figured it out. I find that there are a few things that people tend to think about when they think of a song. They think about the environment, that atmosphere. They think about what it makes them feel. And they think about the traditional things that go into a song structure. For example, people are thinking about whether it's going to be screamed at a party, whether it's going to be played at the club, whether it's going to be something that you walk to, you work out to, you run to, you dance to. That's one thing that we think of. Another thing is the radio pop setup that we have for music. You know, intro, verse, chorus, verse, refrain slash bridge, chorus, that kind of vibe. So they're used to a regular song structure. They're used to how the song sounds. So using typical sounds like guitar or piano or drums, instruments that people know. And it goes from there. And so when people think of a bad song, typically that song doesn't fit the structure or it doesn't sound the way they think it would. And then it goes from there. Voices are a big one for singers, how they sound. People's voice can turn someone off from a song instantly. People's voice can turn someone off from a song instantly. But does that make it bad? There's two answers. One, a song could be successful at what it's trying to do based upon what the artist is trying to evoke or what the song evokes. So, if the song was meant to be screamed in front of 20,000 people, you may not like that it's loud. You may not like that it's abrasive, but it's loud because it was made to sing it loud. That kind of vibe. It's like if someone heard an ambient song, which is just, ooh, as ambient music tends to go, and says, nothing happened. Well, what was supposed to happen? The creative criteria for it and what it actually does is being applied like it's a pop song, but it's an ambient song. Same with like a regular generic turnt pop song. It's just hook, verse, hook, hook. And people are like, oh, it repeats a lot, or the synths weren't the way I thought they would sound, but they were there to really have you party. Now, people could say, oh, it's intentional, but that doesn't always make it good, because we have the people who will be like, well, actually, it was supposed to sound like shit. Obviously, it's satire. And that's a whole nother thing in itself, the satire comment. But overall, yes, that can happen and people can say that. But then you can just say if the song is good or bad or not. For me, my thought is context and what that actually means. What does the song actually do? That's what I think of. What is the formula of that? And then outside of genre, then you get into context. Some people don't want to hear orchestral music when they're trying to dance. And it all depends on what that evokes for you in those settings as well. And so a song can be successful at what it's trying to do, thinking Sexy Red's Ain't My Fault. When I think of that song, I'm thinking of like a party or dancing, but I could easily listen to that song while driving to work. I actually believe that a song can be bad or can be good, but it's subjective, and that's the thing. One teeny thing could bother someone on a song, and that's something I remind myself of as a musician every day, that when someone listens to your song and they may not like it, it could be something big, it could be something small, just be something that bothers them. But what does it make you feel? And that's the type of vibe I typically get from bad or good music. But the biggest thing that I try not to pigeonhole myself into when I think of a bad or good song is genre. I'm open-minded, bro. So genre is going to be the last thing to stop me from listening to something. I think that that's one where people limit ourselves on what we can and can't listen to, because we say, oh, I only like country. Oh, I only like rap. And I think that's getting better over time as artists keep showing these genre-bending songs and these ideas and these shows where people get to find them outside of their regular algorithm. And with all those examples, you can still criticize any piece of that. You can say you don't like the synths, you can say you don't like this, you can say you don't hear that. But I just say to put it into context of what it's actually trying to accomplish and if that really pushes the needle in terms of how you find the song good or bad, according to how you want to listen to it. Maybe good music taste isn't knowing which songs are actually good, but understanding what different music is good at, knowing what it does, what it serves, what context it's in, and how it makes you feel. So a song can be bad, but you should probably give it a chance.